No real surprise here. Netanyahu rejects the latest ceasefire deal, this one created by the United States. Why is Netanyahu going to accept any ceasefire deal when it means he's going to stay in office longer?
Welcome back. It is 12:14. A tentative ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas is now in jeopardy. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he's rejecting the U.S.-backed plan. Trey Yingst has more.
Heavy fighting is still being reported in southern Gaza, despite Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's claim that major combat operations are winding down there. And on Monday, a pause in the fighting became even less likely after Netanyahu rejected the U.S.-backed ceasefire proposal, saying only that he'd be willing to stop the Israeli offensive long enough to facilitate a hostage for prisoner exchange. And after that, the fight against Hamas would resume.
So why would there ever be a ceasefire acceptance between Hamas and the Israeli government when who is saying that he's still going to continue to attack and kill people even after the hostages are released? That means Hamas has no incentive to accept any proposal, and Netanyahu is doing this so that he can continue the war.
We are committed to continuing the war after a pause in order to complete the goal of eliminating Hamas. I'm not willing to give up on that.
Those comments prompting clashes between police and protesters in the streets of Tel Aviv. And with anti-government demonstrations here only getting bigger by the day, Netanyahu is under growing pressure to either destroy Hamas on the battlefield or make a deal.
I came to show our government that their strategy is not what we want. We want a ceasefire. We want the hostages to come back. We want to live in peace.
The political turmoil comes as Israeli defense.
Yeah, most Israelis don't want war. They want Netanyahu to accept a ceasefire and some kind of peace between Palestinians and Israelis.
Defense Minister Yoav Gallant arrived in Washington, hoping to increase the flow of military aid to Israel and shore up American support for what is becoming an increasingly unpopular war.
The United States is our most important and our most central ally, and our ties are crucial and perhaps more important than ever at this time.
Gallant says the main focus of today's talks will be on the fighting inside Gaza